Hello again, everyone. It's me. I'm here to dispose upon you some knowledge. And I do mean dispose. Like, I don't want it anymore. Could somebody please get this out of my yard knowledge? The kind of knowledge that you really don't want to get caught paying for. It's Sunday, and this is another frequently asked junk. And I'm pretty sure we're calling it that now. There was some questions before, but is it really, can we even change it now? It's been so long. We'll stick with the good old fadge, I think. This week I got some really important questions that I gotta answer. Spoon for nose or forks for hands? Thanks, Charlotte. Another one of your patented, hard-hitting questions. Well, I don't really see the benefit of having a spoon for a nose, unless I'm trying to feed somebody with my face. I don't see that ever happening, so I gotta go with forks for hands. Because why would you ever need a spoon nose? Sarah Brandon asks, why don't you make Dare Matt G anymore? Because Dare Matt G was the thing that made me sad. Will you ever bring back Dare Matt G? Asks Bree Kelsey. I will not, because it was the thing that made me sad. Somebody whose name starts with a K asks, why is everyone playa-hating on your glorious beard? I thought beards were the hip, cool thing to have. I thought everybody looked better with one, but it must be just when I do things is when they become terrible. Everything I touch turns to garbage. Guy Fieri, or a very Guy Fieri obsessed account on Twitter, asks, what are your opinions on Guy Fieri? I've said it once, and I will say it again. If I'm gonna have somebody over to show them how I cook things, and they're not gonna be patient enough to wait till I'm done cooking the thing before they start being Mr. Grabby Hands and putting it in their mouth, I don't want to be friends with you. Get out of my house, Guy Fieri. This banana flambe isn't done yet. You're just grabbing at the fire on top of it. I would hate for somebody to pull something out of the oven that's on fire at him without thinking, being like, oh, that's a good thing. Ah! That's a spot-on impression of Guy Fieri catching his hand on fire. I don't care what you say. Captain Chrisms wants to know, why don't I have the reflex to fix my septum ring? Look. If I spent the entire video doing this, I don't think that would be a really great video that you would want to watch, right? If I just kind of spent the whole video kind of looking off in this direction and fixing every part of my face so that it looked nice for 3 whole minutes, I don't think you'd want to watch that, would you? I guess what I'm saying is that if you can't be happy with your face for 3 minutes, maybe don't have a face. I'm a big either have a face or don't activist. Aaron wants to know, what do I think of Donald Trump? I thought it was pretty cool when he was firing people. You know, he would come out of his cave every Thursday, fire a couple people, then we wouldn't see him again for a whole other week. I don't know what happened recently, but the man is out of control. Kira McDermott wants to know, is Tim Hortons better than Starbucks? As a Canadian, I'm probably going to make a lot of people sad about this, but it's just coffee. In fact, there's a place that isn't even those two places that's closer to my house, so I just go there. So shout out to Fire Roasted Coffee. It's a local place. It's great. You might be able to order online. I actually have no idea. I'll put their Twitter in the description below. Tell them I said hi. It's great coffee. Neither are really better than the other, to answer your question. Somebody with a name asks, what show are you currently obsessed with? Forensic Files. It's got everything I need. Real-ass murder. You get to see how stupid criminals are for leaving like a drip of blood on the ceiling. And then also, you could find out what people look for when they investigate murders, so that you know what to clean up after you've done a murder. Thunder Wright asks, will you please go to Warped Tour? Here's what I'll do. If you can name one thing that you think that I would honestly enjoy at Warped Tour, then I'll go. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think I might enjoy that's at Warped Tour that I can't get anywhere else. Chase Adams wants to know, who do you think the new president of the United States are? Since we're fucked anyway, let a Canadian decide. Big mistake, buddy. I think, honestly, the best candidate that will speak for the largest group of people in America would be a spider. I believe there are far more spiders than there are people in your house right now. So I think a spider would have the greatest voice that would speak to the most people. Spiders, really. Spider for the White House, 2016. Why does the fucking hair dye say it's permanent when it washes out instantly, asks Lulu. Because if you bought permanent hair dye, if everyone who bought hair dye bought permanent hair dye, then the hair dye company would go out of business. They need you to keep rebuying hair dye, so for that they could keep making money, and then you could keep staining every sheet in your goddamn house. Because everybody knows that the big hair dye companies are in bed with the linens and the fabric softeners and the detergent companies. It's a big conspiracy, and it all revolves around the color of your hair. Also, how many times have you dyed your hair and then got mad that it wasn't the exact color the box said it would be? Who the hell wants that permanently? Can you write a fanfic between Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders that goes deep, dark, into the raunchy, nightmarish story that it shall become? You're gonna let a Canadian do that? Just gonna let me, a person who shouldn't be writing fanfics, write a fanfic? Well, here's a fanfic. I call this one, Two Old Men Die. There once was two men named Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, whoever those people are. They were real good friends from what I understand on the internet. They're always talking about each other. They're always in the same room together. Some might say they're a little too good of friends. And one of them says, "Hey, ouch, this hurts a little bit." Whichever one is on the receiving end. And the other one says, I know, this is a great deal of pain. And then that's when their dicks and butts exploded. One of their dicks exploded in a butt. And it was like putting a grenade inside a ham and praying to God that you could salvage the ham. You can't salvage the ham after a grenade goes off in it. Just shit and whatever is inside of a penis went everywhere. Spattered up on the wall, the dog got some on its face, but it's okay because it wasn't a sexual thing. And they both died. If you stuck cat eyes on your beard, would your cats think it was another cat? Well, let's find out. Maybe I should do that headbutting thing that cats do. No, let me headbutt you. Meow! 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 We've learned today that you can't fool a cat into kissing a beard. And if you have any questions you want to ask for the next Frequently Asked Junkie, you can leave them in a comment below or do it on my Facebook and Twitter. All the links to that will be in the description of this video. I've been doing a lot of gaming on my second channel. I have a Steam account now. I'm gonna be on my second channel making videos, talking about topics you guys want me to talk about like I used to do. New videos Fridays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. I'll see you on Friday. Meow! 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 Maybe I should do that headbutting thing that cats do.